Okay, so what I'd like to do here is I'd like to just give you a little information about this corner. This corner coming in is the main intersection getting up onto campus at Washington State University. And FSD beta has all sorts of trouble with it usually. So you need to get in this left lane, and then you're immediately going to take a left out of it. But it's also a blind corner. You'll notice the car is staying in the right lane. It's trying to think about what to do. There's a car in the way, and then it just stays in this lane, and then autopilot shuts off. Now that's happens about 50% of the time, maybe 30% of the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it again and see if it works a little bit better. Okay, here's the same corner again, and I'm going along at the speed limit. Again, you have to get in the left lane early around this sweeping right-hand corner to then take a left onto the four-lane main road. And so here we are again coming up, and now if you look at the display, it will usually kind of flutter back and forth. And so here we get into the left lane, and this is the other issue that usually happens. It's fine, 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 and then it immediately tries to dive into the right lane for some reason, and then I grab it out and control it out of autopilot or out of full self-driving. Here's the same intersection coming from the other direction. And what you'll see here is we're going 55 miles an hour, and you have to come into this corner where it transitions to 35 miles an hour. And you'll notice I'm still going 55 and not slowing down at all. And what you'll see is what I'm pointing at is where the police usually sit for people coming flying into town. So I'm kind of risking it here a little bit. It's slowing down, slowing down, slowing down a little bit. And then it gets into the left lane after slowing down substantially. This left turn is also quite difficult because it is a sweeping left that falls away. So it's kind of cambered the wrong way, or canted the wrong way, I guess. And you have to get in and then keep basically rolling hard left, which is what I'm pointing out as the camber kind of falls away there. And so we'll wait. And generally it does pretty well here. We end up with a relatively smooth turn, but there have been times, especially in a few versions earlier, where it would get confused here because there's actually a right turn off of this artery. You can see there's a right turn there, and there's usually a little hesitation, but this time it seems to be doing pretty well. A little bit of a jerk there, but nothing serious. And then getting home from here, it never fails doing that. Here's that same turn again, but this time we've got somebody in front of us. So I'm flying in at 55 miles an hour. This person in front of me has already started to slow down, and so that forces me to slow down to 35 miles an hour and then take the turn again. And what I would like is for either you to be able to define it or have Tesla, especially with in-city limits, just have a rule that says I will be at the speed limit that is posted within 100 feet or something like that. Because this is still going way too fast coming into this corner. And I'm doing this Saturday morning on the 27th where there's really no traffic. There can be traffic backed up all the way to where that blind corner starts. And so you'll be flying in at 55 miles an hour and all of a sudden there's vehicles right there and you've got to slam on the brakes. But again, with somebody to slow me down in front, making this corner is really not too terribly difficult.